Huge catch right before we came live. Oh, another one loading.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It is time. It is time. Welcome. Thanks for waiting for us. Got a nice little nexus here going on, right? We got a potential exciting finish with Blue Jays Mariners, and we got the start of Dodgers. Speaking of, pop on over.
Twitter being like, the nose tape does work. It didn't work when it first released in the early 2000s, and we all tried it. It didn't work then. It does work now. I am happy to admit. How were the last two nuts?
Fine. Last night was, at least from the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers Brewers series is wearing a little bit. I put out the stats today, but like hitting one barely over 100 in the series is just like, at some point, the dominant pitching, it's like you want to see a little bit of drama, but it was fun. It was good. We had a great, we were able to clip off another thing from Dallas that was funny at the end. So that's good.
That I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably the most fruitful part of the night.
I mean, there have been close games. They've been like 3-1, but
yeah,
they haven't exactly been tight affairs.
Yeah, it just feels kind of wall to wall a little bit. I know the Brewers have scored first in how many ever of the games, but yeah, that Yelich nug is wild. Do you see that he doesn't have an RBI in the postseason in 7 fucking years?
That was like at first I was like, oh, well, some guys don't make it all that.
No,
and then you followed it up with the amount of games, and I was like, well,
70 plate appearances he has over those. That's crazy. And the Brewers' offensive ineptitude in general is tracking to be historic. And I know the quality of pitching they've gone up against has been great, but they had the best record in the league during the season, and to put up what could be the worst, 4-game series or best of 7 offensive performance in series history is crazy.
I mean, someone's gotta hold that mantle, right?
Somebody must. Someone must. I mean, right now, I guess technically by the stats, at least the ones that I was looking at today, it's the 19 Cardinals, and nobody talks about them at all in one way or another. So maybe nobody will pay any attention to the Brewers putting up this awful performance. But I don't think the Cardinals were the best team in baseball that year.
No, they probably didn't also like cry about how much the other team got paid either, like the whole time. So it's like making you notice it more. If you're just like a casual fan following along, it's like, are we really blaming just money on why you can't get a hit right now? Is that the whole reason?
I'm not going to be here for I'm already getting like angry about the salary cap stuff, and it hasn't happened, which is why I haven't really chosen to engage with it prior to now, because I just want to.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop anytime soon. So I get that.
Oh boy. Hit it. Hit the Jovi! Jovi!
Wow. Wow. The shoe on the head. What did I say? What did I say about rally caps? Rally caps do nothing. Shoes on the head. They work 100% of the time.
Bust it out. The dumper. Jovi.
Yeah, that was whenever Jared joins, he needs to hit the button.
Yeah, we need a retroactive Jovi there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dump here wears like 7 shirts a game. He's ready to go.
My wife just texted me and asked if I was okay. I think I made too much noise on the attic floor. Oh well.
We're pumped. There's nuts happening, and Raleigh just jovied.
Yep. That's wild. Game tying. Oh, this is going to be good. Let's nug, baby. Let's get it before Brand. Let's get it before Brand, baby. Here we go. I can do it with one hand and get it before Brand, but that's besides the point.
Zoidberger was like, maybe she's worried she didn't hear the Jovi. Is everything all right? Raleigh just jovied. I don't hear the music.
Actually, I'm not kidding. That's kind of where my mind went at first. Like, are you okay? Like, I don't hear enough. Like, tied game, 8th inning or later. Potential. Oh no, they're not.
Baseball is awesome. Strong agree.
Yeah, baseball rocks, man. That's why we show up here night after night, baby.
Shohei bomb? Is that true?
Are you kidding?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, that one's over.
That's tough. That's tough. A Raleigh than an Otani? Oh no.
Yeah, it's Jovi Central right now.
Oh my gosh. That's tough. That's tough. That's the downside of only having 2 people here. We don't have as many eyes happening.
Well, we also, I mean, I can't imagine, even though it's Shohei, it's the first inning. I can't imagine why we would have switched over.
Yeah. Probably just because it was Shohei. Should have been on. I should have been quicker on that. That's my fault.
Well, he's also like, that's his first to the postseason. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
.446, 116.5. That's decent.
Yeah.
Three Ks and a bomb in the first inning. That's outrageous.
Yes. That is outrageous.
I don't know that has a lot of historical competition.
Well, the answer is almost certainly no, because the pitcher's never getting a chance to hit that early in the order. So right. I'm going to say like no. I should probably just type it out and send it and dare somebody to tell me that it's wrong.
So like actually Mike Hampton did it twice.
I should just go directly back to Babe Ruth and see whether Babe Ruth did it, and then just assume he's the last one.
Especially, leadoffs, let alone first inning. I could see it maybe happening if someone put up like 4 runs in the first and the pitch, like Levon Hernandez or some shit ran into one.
For sure.
But you also have to strike out the side and then hit a leadoff home run. I just cannot imagine. First and third, no outs. Yeah, we gotta.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, I went back.
No. Ding. No, you're right. You're right. Cal Raleigh is the 5th instance of a catcher hitting a game-tying homer in the 8th inning or later of an LCS game, joining Jorge Posada in the 09 ALCS, Mike Scioscia in the 88 NLCS, and Johnny Bench twice in the 1976 NLCS and the 1972 NLCS.
And then, Shohei Otani is the first Shohei Otani in history. Yeah. It's the other.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I think Langs might have taken my approach, but she tweeted it out, so here it is. That's more or less just tweeting Shohei,
Yeah.
which I love.
Jerry's on his way back from a family event.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You don't need to rat on him. He'll be here.
Big family Friday for the fellas.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
Should retweet the link.
When I went to check it, it was, oh wow. Yeah, it's never been more over.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Water
we're doing.
country, have some fun. Do do do. You know.
We're live. This episode's live from Water Country. It's been nothing but Jovies and runs.
Actually, we can't afford. Oh, I was going to say we can't do pitching mound visits. Tough for the brew. Tough for the brew crew. I feel like I was looking something up when Raleigh happened. What was that?
Before he homered?
Yeah, like not about him. I was on like a totally unrelated thing that I threw to the side because of that more.
Was it the 19? Was it 19 Cardinals related? That was the only other thing I can remember.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't important.
I believe we were discussing pie. Possible.
Yeah, that's always possible.
Let's see. There. What is this pitching change in Seattle? I feel like my internal sports clock tells me they should be back.
That guy doesn't. These guys don't inspire me with confidence right now.
Not at all.
That's going to be another run.
That may have
Water country, have some fun. Do do do.
Certainly must be back now. Yeah, there they go.
Here we go. Yeah, it's early for the crew, Carrie, but also so late. So late.
See, this is when Seattle should have played the 15-inning game, because then we could just ignore Dodgers Brewers largely.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I was, when we discussed the plan for tonight, I was down for the plan. I was then disappointed to remember the order of games.
Right.
I think I would have preferred the meat of this game, but
Ooh.
that's bad. The coaching staff has to be thinking, why did he hit him? What do you think the coaching staff's thinking? Why did that idiot hit him?
Yeah, I would have struck him out. I don't know why he opted to do something else.
Well, nowhere to put him now. And it's time for Eugenio, who already has a homer. What a time for a grand slam. What a time. A Suarez slam incoming with that hair flowing.
That would have done it. Anytime human from a place.
Yeah. Kerry and Corey are probably right. I think that might have been the pitch, but Dominguez might give him multiple. No, he's mad at himself. He knows that wasn't the pitch.
Last year he was traded for Hayes, right? And then was bad for Baltimore. Do I have that correct? Or was he bad for
Dominguez,
Philly? Yeah.
he went in the direction of Baltimore, I believe.
Yeah. For Hayes. And
Yeah.
was he bad as well though?
I remember it being more just if he was bad, then I believe you. I thought it was more just like
Well,
kind
maybe
of
he
indifferent.
had one half of his season last year. It may have been the Philly half that was not up to like
Yeah,
his.
it was the Philly half. It was the Philly
Okay.
half last year. It was
Okay.
4.75 ERA. Yeah. I mean, honestly, his Orioles half wasn't really anything to write home about either. It was just a 3.97, but he was on the whole better this season. 12 wild pitches, though, which led Major League Baseball. That's
Okay.
something to watch for.
Okay. Looming large.
Leading Major League Baseball in wild pitches in a mere 62 and 2/3 innings has to be pretty noteworthy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. The shoe on the head.
The Suarez slam. Womp, womp.
Unbelievable.
We talked about it on BID, man. It's been a dog shit tenure for him. All it was going to take was one swing or two, and here we are in this game, and he's provided both of those swings. That's wild.
Yeah, the 5 RBI via the homer is a decent day at the ballpark.
That's so badass.
He's not banned anymore.
Right.
Yeah, I need to know what buildings just collapsed in the greater Seattle metro.
I know we should switch back, but I kind of want to keep it here for a second. This is
No.
pretty electric. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is what it's about right here.
Wow. Well, we talked about it right before it happened. Suarez slam.
He delivered.
He did.
Yeah, Dominguez arguably gave him 3 pitches to do that
Yeah.
on him. That's at
He
bat.
He said a little late. I was like, that was my first reaction. I was like, I thought that was like by him, and he still hit it out.
Should have done this with the first 3 guys he saw. So simple. Is Suarez the biggest boom bust player in the MLB? I actually fear this is one of Jay Hayes' guys in Big Christmas. I think he is the face of boom bust right now. I don't know when you hit.
Yeah,
What did he
Suarez is
finish
like the good version. Yeah.
Yeah, he finished with what, 47 home runs? What did he finish with?
49. Yeah.
Yeah, that's booming too often to be boom bust. Big Christmas was probably what, 14, something like that. Not that that's what you need to be looking up right now. I will.
Sorry, I'm locked in on a Suarez nug.
Oh no, of course, he's well deserving of said. No, that's 6. So not even 4. I gave him 14. I gave him 8 more Jovies than he was capable of. Ding.
Yeah, it's the second go-ahead grand slam in the 8th inning or later of a tied game in ALCS history, joining Nelson Cruz in Game 2 of the 2011 ALCS.
Cruz really went from hero to villain pretty quickly.
Yes.
So let's hope that doesn't happen. Gino's been a villain in Seattle. Villain's probably too strong, but hopefully he did it in reverse order.
That's crazy, man. Mm.
I guess if this game has one positive, it's Shohei may throw like a complete game, like 14 Ks.
Dude, we've been nothing but blessed since logging on.
Crazy. I'm glad we didn't wait till the start of this game. Although a lot of it's happened since this game started, just not in this game.
That's true.
But yeah, we would have missed the Raleigh one for sure.
That would have been a shame.
Both a commercial. Perfect through two.
Two or more homers and 5 or more RBI, ALCS history. Suarez tonight, Adolis in the Game 7 of the 2023. Nelson Cruz, Johnny Damon, and Hideki Matsui in 2004, and Adam Kennedy for the 0-2 Angels.
That was game 3 for 04 for Matsui.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yes. Sure does.
There was a walk. It's only a no through two. Sorry.
What a...
Text me if you need anything.
That's wild, man.
This next game's Sunday, I imagine.
I take it one day at a time. I'm those type of ball watchers. Let's see. Yeah. So tonight, not that I don't love doing this, but in theory, if the Dodgers win, tomorrow is an off day for Just the Nuts, because there would be no Dodgers Brewers game, and then we would resume at 8:03 Eastern time on Sunday for Game 6 of Mariners Blue Jays. You got to think that Sunday Night Football is getting kind of nervous about just
Sure.
And like whatever viewership we're kind of siphoning off from them. It's probably in some sort of graph or chart they're circulating around their executive producer types.
We don't have anything that competes with the Nuts, sir. Goodell just breaking down walls.
Wow. Dude, this series has been an emotional roller coaster. It's like depending on when you check in. Geez, Louise. That's cool that they finally got a win for the Mariners, or the Mariners fans in Seattle, rather.
Yeah, after it was 2-2, I was like, oh, one of those series where only the road team wins.
Well,
And
we were talking about it last night too. I looked it up in the history of their run to the ALCS. So 95, 01, and this year they had gone 2-8 at home and been outscored like worse than 2-1. So it was like 54-25 or something like that. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was just like fucking brutal how badly they'd lost specifically at home. But this obviously kind of puts that in garbage.
he just teleports off the earth.
I got to be honest. If I'm a pitcher and I give up a home run to Eugenio Suarez, I feel like it's all my fault. I just feel it shouldn't be as obvious as what we were saying. Like, oh, like just don't let that happen.
Right.
That's awesome. Good for the Mariners. It's not even don't throw. I mean, I guess it kind of is don't throw a bad pitch because that's just basically what he's hitting.
He gave him three.
Yeah, he gave him many of them. I'm not saying the Blue Jays didn't earn that L. I'm just saying
Right.
it's just Suarez specifically is so funny.
Was that, and it was what was Rosarina had 1 or 2 strikes on him when he hit him.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Actually,
It's just like what? Because then maybe you walk Suarez. I don't know.
wow. All right.
35.9 K rate with the Mariners in the regular season. Yeah, that'll happen.
It was bad. Bad.
That's why they got rid of him in the first place.
But yeah, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, the Jays. Who's lined up for Toronto in Game 6? It's Trey.
For the Jays, you said? Yeah.
Yeah. I was seeing someone, I can't remember who it was. They were saying like rookie pitchers have been harder to pick up on the road for teams because they don't have TrackMan and can't get even those at bats against them, just to try and mentally prep for what they're going to see. And I thought that was interesting considering how many young pitchers have been dominating
Yeah.
the last 2 months.
That is interesting.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'd love to hang out with you people tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. I think this is toast. We've been pretty consistent on that. Just hasn't felt. And it's funny, like, I don't know if it's not funny, but, I saw Pat Murphy's comments or gleaned them about how they're not playing their brand of gritty offensive baseball specifically. And, I understand why they feel that way and they're not playing that. and this probably backs up what he's saying as opposed to contradicts it, but they have been more reliant on the homer to score in the postseason than the Dodgers. And it's funny how that works out sometimes with, perceptions of small ball and how teams succeed. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I dropped the nug on Otani's first inning. Didn't Lang say that she's the first pitcher to ever homer in the first inning? So that covers all the other stuff too. Like covers the homer and the strikeouts. Like
the other stuff is like future insurance for some other pitcher who happens to homer.
Right. They'll be like, oh, that's cool, that guy homered. But do you remember when Shohei homered and struck out 3 dudes?
I mean, Glasnow pitched well yesterday too, didn't he?
Yes, he pitched very. It was by far the least dominant of all of the starts so far, but it was very good. It was very good. It just wasn't like 8 innings of perfect baseball or just a complete, an ultra efficient complete game. So I saw the clip of Pujols homering off of Lidge in the 05 NLCS circulating today. And I had a couple of reactions to it, but one of the ones I didn't share was like, that might be the worst fucking pitch I have ever seen in a moment like that. Like that, I watched that game in real time. I remember, like, I was very much following the sport, like all of Lidge's kind of tightrope walking and all that sort of stuff, and that played more up in the Philly era. But like, I remember like that pitch, and Lidge was like known for that nasty slider, right? Which I know that was a particularly terrible one, but I feel like if we watched Lidge's prime slider now, we'd be like, "Eh."
Right.
Like, that's, like, kinda below average. Like, the shit's gotten so much fucking nastier. Everybody knows that. But, like, that pitch specifically was basically a batting practice. Like, I want you to try and hit this ball as fucking far as you can. And Pujols, to his credit, hit it as far as he could. Like, he maxed out the capacity of the stadium. But I just, like that highlight never gets old because I know exactly what's coming, and I'm just like, damn, he really did hit it as fucking far and as like emphatically as I remember him doing.
Baseball highlights really don't get old to me. Like the Bonds homer in New York,
Yeah.
most of Bonds homers, but the one in New York doesn't get old to me. Bo Jackson's in the All-Star game doesn't get old to me. And yeah, Pujols just hitting the ever-living dog shit out of that slider will never get old to me.
No.
That's so funny. So
Yeah, and you like listen, I know like a lot of home run pitches look bad in hindsight, but like and then you go back and watch like I'm gonna pull it up right now actually.
yeah, the Ortiz, obviously Red Sox ones for me will always matter more, but removing
Can you guys
like
hear my audio right now
investment.
on my computer?
Yeah. No, not if it's playing.
Okay.
Do you want me to just share it on here?
No, I was just gonna.
Yeah, the Ortiz Tokyo Dome one, I think, is the max we got on how far you can hit a baseball.
Yeah. Hmm.
Tomei has some all-time home runs to go back and watch for sure.
This is another good one. Let me make sure it's as much of a meatball as I want. I catch it on camera. Yeah, I just watched the Joe Carter walk off for a second. It's just like
Oh yeah.
Joe Carter. I wonder how often he thinks about that shit. Like just being like, oh man, I hit that home run off of Mitch Williams in 1993. That was so cool. Like,
I would have it on like an aura frame in my house and it just played on a loop. No, I did not see Drake May. Was at Severian CM tonight. Did CM win? Did they show off for the young prodigy? Yeah, maybe Jared's trying his first pie.
wouldn't that be cool?
That would be something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If we're just talking about like visually impressive home runs, Andres Galarraga is very tough to beat. He's very tough to beat. They just, you know, obviously context matters in some degree, but yeah, that is probably the farthest ball maybe that I've ever seen visually. Let me pull that up and send it to the chat at least. I mean, what's crazy about the Galarraga slam in Miami too is that, assuming that's the one we're all talking about, is that it was off of Kevin Brown, so it, like, wasn't off of some dipshit.
Hmm.
That'd be so fucking annoying to beat a team 6 times during the regular season and then get to the NLC the round away from the title and then just fucking get your ass beat.
This was Celtics Heat during the LeBron years. We would smoke them 3, 4 times a regular season, and then when playoffs would roll around, they were like, "We're all set."
Yeah. Yeah, just like, "Nah, we're good. We're not gonna." Oh, man. Like,
Yeah,
not
I
even.
mean, Schwarber has had some. I saw someone say Ryan Howard. That just made me think of their current white Ryan Howard, and he absolutely has some very, very memorable ones that stick out to me.
What is the graphics budget right now? Is it $1?
That was Chatsy. Grok made that.
It's
I don't know that I have a best Griffey home run that comes right to mind.
Yeah, the team is basically hitting what Joey Ortiz is hitting. Somebody noted that to me on Twitter too, but that's pretty spot on, actually.
I can't have the complaints about the payroll when Andy Pajes is basically just the Brewers in human form.
I just
You can't get Jordan Hudson on the graphics team stat. That was
oh man,
Did you watch that?
I did.
I can't. There's no one who's more important in this industry of art. Like if we didn't have Jake and Jeremy and Mikey and Corey and all of our general production, I'll throw you in there too, just general production people, they are way more important than us idiots who just sit there and yap.
It was just that entire situation somehow gets more cringeworthy every week, and it's like already the most uncomfortable thing I think I can like the most uncomfortable sustained thing, because I feel like everything else that's ever been this uncomfortable in sports that I can remember just like was immediately addressed and you never had to think about it. It's like this is it's a brutal reflection on like how paper thin these legacies are in a way, because like I mean people would refer to this guy as the greatest coach in football history, and there's now a large percentage of people that will remember him as this joke, like as this for this situation.
You think that'll be a lasting memory for people? I think it fades
not
he
hardcore
fades.
not hardcore fans. I think most football people will ultimately remember him for the football, but like
Right.
I think a lot of casuals and a lot of people who maybe wouldn't have thought of him at all. Like, there's no way this isn't tarnishing his reputation. Like, he's a fucking laughing stock right now.
Big time. Yeah, no, right now it's tough. Right now it's bad.
In a way, name another coach that has ever put themselves out like this at this age. Like,
who was Bobby Petrino? Obviously didn't have the
right, he didn't have the
cachet, but
yeah.
Rick Pitino. I think Rick Pitino in basketball had that level of cachet.
I think that's probably the best we're gonna get. That's an amazing
Yeah, the Brewers are the Brewers can't do anything.
Well, Joe Paterno is much different, in my opinion. That's not like embarrassing yourself. That's disgracing yourself.
Yeah, that was
totally different. That's a different category.
That one won't fade. You know what I mean? Like that one does come up first on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, so Urban Meyer, I would almost like. So that is closer for sure. I'm not even saying that Bill Belichick is a bad dude. Like some of these other people,
no, he's not.
Thrown out.
That's what makes it worse. I think
bad things, like real bad things, and so I don't want to like be unclear about what I'm saying here. I just think it's unbelievably embarrassing, and even Pitino, no one was really going to make a claim that he was the greatest college basketball coach of all time. Like maybe one of the 12 or 15 or 10 best or whatever, but I don't think anybody was going to be like Rick Pitino is the best of all time. People were saying that about Bill Belichick and still do, and I think statistically he's probably got the best case. But like everybody else who's ever like, I don't know, it's just like, and all of it is captured on social media. So like, even if there were previous instances where coaches were whatever we want to call the Jordan Hudson situation with him, even if there were comparable situations, none of the previous ones were being like live documented by a crew that they were paying to be there. Face it, you know what I mean? Like it's incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean Pitino, I do think was probably in that top 5 for college coaches just because he had one title. What?
Yeah. Somebody saying Popovich's last first. What are you talking about? He just got old and unhealthy. Like,
right. And in basketball, it's also like if you don't have the guy, which they have now, obviously, but he largely hasn't coached Wemby.
Yeah. 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 Like that was sad that wasn't to me, that wasn't embarrassing. That was, like, just kind
No,
of tragic that a guy who lost his wife, I believe, correct, like, 5 or 10
correct.
years earlier, and this is probably all he had, and then he got old, like, pretty quickly, it seemed like. Didn't Pop have, like, a
He had a
stroke?
stroke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he's had a couple health
that's
complications. It's
not any
not.
what are we talking about?
Yeah, and he just like is even if that had like removing that, just losing basketball games at the end really isn't in the same. Like even if that's
No.
all we want to discuss, that's not in this boat at all.
No, that would be
Uh,
true. That would like, if you wanted to if all Belichick was doing was losing games at UNC, then that would be certainly one
yeah,
different thing. But it just feels like there's a new, like, embarrassing mini story, none of which I'm saying means he's a bad person. I just think it's embarrassing for a
sure.
75-year-old man to be put out there like this and have his legacy tarnished to some
Yeah,
degree.
largely like it just tells me like his inner circle is shit. Like there's
Yeah,
no one who's got his back.
yeah. Anyway, we can
Um
get back to we can sorry for that tangent. That was a brutal
well,
that was some crazy
we were
video.
talking production
Oh, right,
producers
right.
and yeah, her calling Photoshop by its legal government name was very, very off-putting.
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough. I believe I saw in that video, a former UD person or 2 as well.
Oh, several, yeah. Yeah, that was, and you like, there's no one you can say less to. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
People with unearned power, I think is what I wanna say, barking orders at people. How many more years do you think Kike can get away with this?
I don't know. I would have said this was already over if you'd asked me. If we'd streamed 3 years ago, I'd have been like, "Well, this is the last one, obviously." I thought I coulda you coulda convinced me that last year was the last one. Uh, and here he is again, just doing annoying ass shit.
I I don't know,
Kike
like
doesn't lab he is not labeled by age.
no, just if it's October or not.
Yeah, he's like the months the months that aren't October don't count for him. Yeah, he's 34 years old. So
So
we got a ways to go. Because the Dodgers aren't, I mean, maybe they are now with the super team, but they have not been above keeping, like, like, just guys around who, like, inertia keeps them there, or like that Clayton Kershaw liked them, keeps them there sort
right.
of thing. That might be enough to buy Kike a season or 2 beyond traditional usefulness. Austin Barnes, yeah, great example. Probably the best example.
I mean, he was DFA'd in Boston, right? Like, just outright, "Someone please get this guy," and the Dodgers were like, "Yeah, come on home."
That was like a decade ago, right?
It was like,
Yeah,
is it 2 seasons ago? Good lord.
yeah, Chris Taylor was good for a very long time, but then his decline phase seemed, yeah, it was sweet,
Immediate.
it was swift, but then he got, like, it feels like quite a lot of rope before they were to the point we're talking about before they cut him loose. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so between 24 and 25, he got 371 plate appearances and was, like, the worst player in baseball. Yeah, alright. Yeah, he got his chance. He got his chance.
July 25th, 2023 for 2 minor league pitchers. Yeah, I remember that. Don't believe neither of them are still maybe one of them still in the system. The other one definitely isn't.
Damn, I thought Jose Quintana was going to be the answer. Turns out he was not.
No. No, it turns out he's still Jose Quintana.
Is Emmanuel Clase done? Why would you bring up such a classless thing at a time like this? It's just crazy that those are the sorts of questions we're asking in the heat of a very tight NLCS.
I don't know if he's
Yeah, it's
done.
for an
So
off-season mailbag, not for this.
I saw the Hector Gomez report. I don't know. It's like each Hector Gomez report is its own coin flip. Plus, I don't have any inside information myself, so take that for what it's worth.
Where do you think Scooble goes if he gets traded? Do you make anything of the what was the report? $150 million they were apart, or was
Yeah,
it
yeah,
250 million?
yeah. I think it was 2, and yeah, yeah. We were talking about it a bit last night. Uh, I don't know. That suggests to me, obviously, quite a gap. I don't. I'll stick with what I said before. I just don't think
Yeah.
that. I think he's so good and so essential to what they're trying to do that you have to take another shot with him. And if it's no good by July, then you reevaluate, and if you are at 10 back, then you move him at the trade deadline. But like um, I haven't come up with a good answer since, but like we were toying with the idea last night of like previous kind of top of market record setting pitchers, the teams that they left to sign their free agent deals. Like it feels like the Tigers would be unusually devastated by his departure in a way that previous, like, so Garrett Cole leaving Houston, or
Right.
whatever top of market guy.
Scherzer leaving Detroit.
Scherzer leaving Detroit, I think, was brought up in the chat actually as an example, and I think that's a good one. You know, maybe when CC left Cleveland, but like Cleveland's been so well run that I don't know that it just feels like they need him. And they were so close. Like it's not. I know they're going to end up 2 full rounds away from the World Series, but they were fractions away from winning the Mariners series, and the Mariners are now a game away from beating the Blue Jays. In my mind,
Right.
it's not really that far-fetched to say that the Tigers themselves could have beaten the Blue Jays and thus could have played in the World Series with a bounce or two, or an addition or two to paper over a weakness. So I think they should be heavily invested in winning in the present, although I understand that a lot of teams are going to ask about Clark and McGonigal, and that they are not going to want to trade those guys. So where they meet kind of in that middle area is interesting, but they need work. Torres is probably gone.
Which is fine if you bring up McGonigal.
Sure. Yeah, they have. And somebody asked in the chat or whatever, like about the idea of Trent Grisham, and they didn't like that idea because then that blocks Max Clark, and they'd rather just play Parker Meadows. And like, I get all that, but I don't think you can rely exclusively on internal promotion / development for that team to get better. I think that can be part of the equation. I don't think that can be all. And Flaherty, has his decision to make, which I've probably said enough on until he makes it an actual decision. But dude, the Tigers trading for Anthony Volpe, again, his health is kind of a wild card here. I don't hate that idea. I kind of like it, actually. I think I'm higher on Volpe. That's a great pitch.
It was.
I think I'm higher on Volpe than consensus at this point.
I think he would immediately become just a better player, not in New York.
Yeah, and like if your expectations aren't all-star or borderline or like franchise cornerstone-ish, but is instead, be a 2.5 win shortstop for us, then I think he can definitely fulfill that, and there's upside for more if a couple of things click. He's been better than that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think the errors probably stack on top of themselves and get magnified, and when you're already playing in like a not great defensive infield, it's going to be magnified when you're the shortstop.
Well, and people are bringing up the Jeter comparisons. It's like, yeah, of course they were unfair. I don't even like. I guess maybe that was a thing in New York, but
when he was in the minors, yeah.
But I don't remember like legitimate Jeter comparisons happening at a national level. Maybe I've memory hold that, but like to me, that was never a similar talent level thing.
that was just like incidental. Like even Didi received the Jeter pressure. I know he was literally the guy who took his place or whatever, or just kind of defaulted into it. But Didi was never that guy either.
No.
I mean, it would
I
be
also.
great. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say one last thing on Scooble, because I know Tigers fans don't want to hear everyone trade him to their own team. With the lockout looming on the other side of this year, I actually don't think it's crazy to just hold him and see what happens, because I don't know that a lot of teams like Dodgers and Mets removed, but like even they probably want to wait until post whatever gets figured out.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that we're going to get all of the free agent signings that winter. I think it's going to be a very slow winter. And especially for a guy who's going to reset the market for starting pitchers. So I think if someone were to trade for him, they'd want to re-sign him, obviously. I think that's really the only way he gets this deal right now. I don't know that someone's going to want to hand him $350 million or what it's going to be. And then there's immediate work stoppage for a guy who's going to be 31.
Yeah, you don't get the prime year that you're in theory wanting to pay for.
Yeah.
Huh. Brewers don't have a hit.
No, they don't.
That's still going.
I was actually thinking, like, if I were a GM, what would I offer Scooble? And factoring in his age, I would want to do, like, I'm thinking it's like 300 over 5. Like, I think I'd rather give you 60 a year than pay for ages 38 and 39.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm still going to have to hit something that begins with a 3 anyways. And is anyone ever going to turn that down? I don't think they're going to miss a full year, but I do think they're going to miss games. It feels like they've already baked in missed games. I hate the way they handle this. Every time they handle it so poorly. He's not going to take the Wheeler AAV.
Yeah, you got to think he'll look to beat that.
All of them. I don't know. What did Burns just get? Was it 240?
I thought it was 8 and 240. Is that what it was? 7 and 210.
The 6 210. He was asking 240, I think.
Yes, that's 35 a year.
That's pretty good.
Wow, Embiid on the court tonight doing things. Does that excite you?
I don't know that there's anything he does that excites me. He's just the Sixers just aren't a foe. Like they never have been.
Yeah, certainly not anymore.
Jerry and Dallas are both supposed to be joining, yeah.
Where are the main characters, Jared and Dallas? Is that the impression you have?
Dallas has been on like a third of the total nuts that have happened. I don't know that that's.
Yeah, he's like a recurring bit character on the nuts.
He's like when you watch a sitcom, it will say like also starring,
Yes.
like Danny DeVito on
Yes.
on
Yeah,
Always Sunny.
yes, that's exactly right.
Like big name, no
Also
doubt.
starring Dallas Braden.
Are we still going to answer questions when they join? Yeah,
We
I mean,
usually do.
yeah, I feel like we do.
That's pretty textbook nuts. Yeah, I'm supposed to be, much like when I was in the basement, doing some manual labor, but when it's just two of us, can't do that.
Yeah, that
That's
does make it
rude.
difficult. So that's the trickle down impact of Jared and Dallas not being here is that Coley can't get to work in the way that he had planned. That's gonna impact his Saturday.
Oh, we're in for
Oh,
did something happen for the Brewers? It did.
Jackson Churio, the only man. He's so happy that bounced over because he can barely run, I bet. Jackson Churio, I'm sure there's a nug to be mined here. Guy continues to get it done at such a young age.
He's special. Is there any buzz on his brother? I know he's in your system. So baseball's funny, real John Anthony, because it's not the same thing. An automatic double and a ground rule double, like very technically should be the same thing, but baseball is such a fun and stupid sport. A team could say, like, if it bounces over, that's a triple. And if both managers agree, buddy, that's the ground rule. And that's what I love about baseball.
Bang, ground.
That's why the managers meet before every game and they're like, we're just going to play it how we always play it. But if someone wanted to switch up the ground rules for their home field, like, and if the other manager agreed, that's how we're playing today. I mean, there are ground rule home runs. That's why you'll see the yellow strip on certain parks and certain
Yeah.
facades. Like, hey, if it's here, yeah, that's the ground rule. That's a home run.
Hmm.
Yeah, there were insane ground rules for Tampa. I can't remember them all. I would only hear about them when Manny would hit one up there, and they'd be like, "That's a single today," and I'd be like, "Well, what the fuck?" I feel like Minnesota used to have weird shit when they had their old stadium too. Sox need Manny as a hitting coach. Someone should hire that man. I'm pretty sure he got a ring with the Cubs. I think he was the Iowa Cubs' hitting coach. This guy.
This is not competitive.
No.
Wow. This is going to be some pretty epic shit.
Is Shohei the face of Nugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, he gets the most current ones. Judge gets a lot.
Sure. But he has to have the most, like, it's only him or only him and Ruth.
Yeah. Yeah. It is fun though sometimes to have a list and have it be, sometimes it's almost more fun for it to be like a list of like 3 or 4 players and have all of them be like the absolute apex of the sport as opposed to somebody being the first. Because sometimes it
Sure.
like, I find that it resonates more with people if it's like, it's this guy and Barry Bonds, or it's this guy, Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth, or something like
Right.
that. And that's the whole list, as opposed to somebody being the first to do something. Because it does feel sometimes, particularly in the postseason, where it's like a guy is the first to do something like every night in a way. That's not true, obviously, but sometimes it feels that way. But
Yeah.
But yeah. And then Barry's obviously like the great stat nug,
Sure.
like roadblock. Like a lot of great nugs just like they stop at Barry Bonds because it's like, oh, it's nothing, 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 and then like 4 seasons by Barry Bonds or something like that, which is great. But yeah, so sometimes like doing only the AL or something like that can be a slight workaround to get you beyond Barry, but maybe all the way back to Ruth or something.
Right. I almost like it when it's been done 4 times before, but it's like 3 of those apex guys like you're talking about, and then just one random asshole no one's thought of before or since.
Yeah, just done like Barry Bonds, David Eckstein, and Shohei Otani.
Because I'm sure Freeze must pop up once the World Series rolls around.
Yep. Yeah. A lot, like in terms of walk-offs and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is one of the biggest hits in terms of win probability swing in baseball history. Just really doesn't get bigger.
No.
It's part of what made that game so great is you didn't just have the Freeze hit. You had the Josh Hamilton homer, which looked like it was going to be a World Series winning home run, which is obviously crazy, and then that gets pushed aside.
Do you guys plan on watching the A-Rod doc? I saw you and Jerry put out very conflicting posts when that went live.
Yeah,
I think I'm tapped out on the Rod. I don't think he's going to try and sell you on depth, and I don't think that there's any real depth to A-Rod. I just unless you think a professional athlete revealing themselves to be insecure is or money hungry is a revelation. I just don't think we're getting anything out of it. And I already know those things in general, and I know those things about A-Rod specifically. And
right.
I think I really it sounds mean. I just don't get the sense that he's capable of being genuine.
No. No, I mean, I always say like LeBron's not an athlete. He's a former child star that's still a star. And I think A-Rod's probably him or Griffey have to be like the baseball equivalents to that. I don't
Yeah,
know who else was like 16 and had that kind. I guess Bryce Harper, obviously, too.
yeah. I think. I mean, obviously, I don't actually know any of these people, but LeBron seems significantly more well-adjusted and, like,
Sure.
normal-ish than A-Rod. Like, A-Rod, every single like, I know LeBron is corny, but, like, if that's basically the worst you can say about a guy, I think that's kinda fine. Like, A-Rod was, like, under FBI investigation and was, like, hiring, like, goons against, like it's and he's just not, like,
Low
uh
level Batman villain arc is what A-Rod had.
yeah, yeah. I just don't think that, I don't think he's a redemption story. I don't think he's a redemption arc guy. I think it's weird how quickly he was just kind of, like, embraced as, like, this is now the main talking head for baseball coverage, and he's, like, both bad at it and A-Rod, and it's
Right.
like, this is weird. It's weird. Like, Manfred and A-Rod were at each other's throats, uh and I think from both of their perspectives, probably for good reason. And now it's just like, oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't forget. I can't forget.
No. Yeah, LeBron has handled global superstardom about as well as you can.
Yeah. Yeah. It certainly seems that way to me. Um, I do think the one thing, well, and the doc's not going to get into this, I don't think. So I'm, I don't anticipate.
Oh
Oh
God.
my fucking God. Holy shit. You fucking kidding me? Oh my God. What are we doing? Just 2 teams playing fucking different sports, man. One dude playing a completely different sport.
Ch- Chad Patrick was cruising too. That's the worst part. He was pitching so well. Chris Patrick, whatever his fucking name is, he was pitching so well, and Shohei was like, I don't really care."
Jesus.
He has more home runs than hits given up.
That's great. Sheesh.
Boom! You just show this the rest of the night. That was certainly the first to do that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So 2 multi-homer games. Yeah, postseason.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad pitch. That was Wasn't a good one, but it wasn't a bad one. They're losing their mind, rightfully so, losing their minds. 1,000 expected batting average. I could see that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could see that. Polo Grounds that had 1,000 expected. He just saw that Miami lost. He had a big ticket on that one. He had to take it out on something. We get a nug.
Yeah, I'm working on some Otani ones. It's like almost paralyzing because it's like it's like not even worth it. It's like this guy just like strikes everybody out and then he hits 2 home runs. And it's like just get fucked, everybody. It's like nobody else does this. It's almost like not fun how awesome he is. It is fun, just to be clear, but it's almost not fun.
Sure. We'll get to your point. There is no like historical parallel that like who does have 2 home runs and 6 Ks as a pit. Oh, no one has done that. They said it was 469. That feels light to me.
Yeah, it looked like 1,000 to me. That's what I would have said. My goodness gracious.
Andrew Jones said Judge is the best player in baseball. I don't like to disagree with Andrew Jones, but I don't know that Shohei Ohtani is a player in baseball. I don't know that it's fair to compare him to other human beings.
Yeah, I mean Otani's the best. That's fine. If you want to say Judge is the best hitter, that would also be correct. But then Otani comes out and gives you 4 scoreless so far in an NLCS game, and he hits 2 homers, and it's like, well, okay, I think he's the best player.
Yeah, that's ever even been like thought about like that.
Yeah, Judge is the best hitter because like he is better than Otani if we're looking just at hitting, but he doesn't pitch, and this is the advantage to like being in October is when you perform, it has an outsized impact on people's perception of your abilities and talents and your mystique. Like, you know, I know people. I know there was this segment of like New York fans, Yankee fans, who think that people are soft. The media is soft on Otani relative to Judge when Otani struggles, and I think there's probably some level of truth to that. Because I just don't think the New York or the LA media or just like the narratives that come out of there are quite as poisonous generally as New York, or they don't latch on nationally the same way maybe. But he just won the World Series last year, and I know he was
Right.
bad in the World Series or like largely ineffective because he was injured, but like he was really good in the postseason prior to that in the journey to
Yeah.
get there, and they won, and it was on the back of a 50-50 season by him, and then they're going to go to the World Series again, and he's going to pitch the clinching game to send them there while hitting 2 homers. Like, that's why he's the biggest star in the sport, or one of them. That's why it's also so good. Like, I know people sometimes, now I'm on a tangent, but like I know people sometimes get tired when national media folk talk about like these guys who are stuck on what? Oh my God.
Oh, he went. Yeah, he went for sure.
That's too bad. That's a Otani's like, oh man, I'm so cool. He's like, I'm so cool.
Yeah, swing at those pitches, it's gonna
He's like,
hit
oh,
you.
I got him to swing at that shit. It's like, what can't I do? Uh, but like, or when these guys are stuck on teams that don't spend or don't adequately build around them or whatever, and they don't get, Trout obviously being the primary recent example of this. It's frustrating because this is what you miss. Like, this is it. Because if Otani doesn't make the decision he makes to go to the Dodgers, or maybe it could have been replicated in some form with another really good team, but like
Sure.
a team like that, then we just don't get these moments. And while maybe somebody else provides a great October moment and we still remember October as special, like it's not part of the legacy building of a guy who could make a case for the greatest of all time. And
Right.
that Bonds was consistently denied those opportunities because, the Giants did a pretty poor job of building around him for most of his tenure is a shame. And that Trout never really got that opportunity. At least Bonds made a World Series and fucking hit the
Right.
shit out of the ball when he got there.
This is Danny Almonte. I think that's his only historical comparison. Like an actual 15-year-old playing against 12 and 13-year-olds. Yeah, it's not like he's not like, oh, he's a great hitter who also pitches. Like he is one of the better pitchers in the sport when he's healthy.
I mean, I hope people realize that we're basically witnessing like maybe the greatest whatever, probably the most statistically dominant single series starting pitching performance in baseball history, postseason history. I mean, not regular season, but like postseason history.
Sure.
Maybe regular season too, actually, because I saw some stats from some places that indicated that, like, depending on how many qualifiers you want to put on some of these things, like that it's never been done in the regular season or postseason, and that's before Otani took the mound. Which so far it's only going to make those lists more ridiculous.
Yeah, he's that like this has been the best of any of them so far. The first two games, the Brewers scored first, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They scored first in one of them. They scored first yesterday. These games are bleeding together, but whatever it is, they have scored first. Yes.
I know I was on for the Churia home run, so that had to have been game 1 or 2. Glass not being the worst performances. Does this one game get him the NLCS MVP, despite how lackluster he's been the rest of the series? I mean, he did triple to lead off the game yesterday. I don't know that. Obviously, 1 and 2, he was really bad. I don't really have the words for the performance Otani is giving us tonight to clinch the pennant. Just happy to be here and witness. Yeah, that's
Holler.
about sums it up.
Yeah. So he's got 4 homers, a triple. How many postseason games are we up to for Mr. Otani? 10. This will be his 10th game. Let's try that again.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is what's the record for, I guess, modern era? Fewest bullpen innings in a 7-game series.
That's a good question.
That was the Sports Gamer who brought that up, because that's.
I mean, the White Sox in the World Series in 05 would be anecdotally the first place that I would go there.
Sure.
Let's see what that was. So they threw 13 innings in that World Series, which is probably more than I would have guessed.
Yeah, over 4 games.
Yeah, and how many are we at for the Dodgers right now?
4, 5. Because Snell and Yamamoto both went 8, right?
Yeah, 4 1/3 entering tonight.
Oh man. What a play. There you go, Brewers. Oh yeah, Yamamoto's was a complete game. If the Brewers came back to win this series, would that be more impressive than 04? I lean yes.
It would be more impressive in the sense that they're up against a greater talent deficit. I think
That's how I view it.
is what we're being shown. Not more impressive in the context of the history that Boston was
Sure.
overcoming, the rivalry
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I don't think it would be more memorable. But if you want to say it would be more impressive in a way, then yeah, sure. It's not going to happen though. So you can quote it.
No, that would be. I don't know how many misfortunes would have to befall the Dodgers for that to happen.
Tough scene.
I believe Jose De Leon was just released from the 40. I don't think he died. That would be.
I saw Tyler gave him a send off today or whatever.
Yeah, I mean he said pour one out for Jose De Leon. We'll never forget. And then the dove emoji is absolutely only for the deceased. Like that's
I was a little
crazy.
confused. I had to keep going, but with my day, but it was confusing for sure.
Yeah, I can't let this be too large of a hiccup. Fucking P.
I don't. Otani, they're probably laughing. Otani's like, "What should I fucking do this inning? What? You guys got any cool pitches you want me to try?"
He's like, is that restaurant in Toronto still booked? I need to know if we have our reservation. If he switched gloves, like Durangelo for the Mariners and just started throwing lefty. If I could modernize the Simpsons softball episode using today's players, what would it be? What a question. What a question for a game that's largely over. Skeens would be Clemens, I think. Good Lord. 9 Ks. It's so weird. It's such a weird question to think about.
The Brewers are going to end up batting below a fucking 100 in this series. Below 100.
The smallest of ball. Trying to figure out the modern comparison for Steve Sachs is a tough one.
This is crazy, man.
He is. I've never seen anything like it.
10. He's got 10 fucking strikeouts. What an asshole.
He's pretending to be sweating. He's like, I think I've seen guys do this before. Yeah, what's his pitch count? I saw him. I thought it was very funny. The Dodgers were like, "Hey, we're looking at 7 innings, 100 pitches tonight for Shohei. Then we'll shut him down." So he's at 87. Immaculate innings not off the table. I don't know that you can't get both things here.
I mean, he's probably done, right?
You would. It's the right thing to do.
Wonder if we'll get a tip on that. No, I don't think I'll ever see Cleveland win a World Series. No.
16 was.
Yeah, that had to be it.
Unfairly close.
Yeah. 97, 15, or 16 rather.
Yeah.
95. Any of those years could have been it. Specifically 97 or 2016. Oh yeah, I was looking up. I guess I gotta wait to see if he's out. If somebody sees on the internet whether he's out or not, let me know.
I just saw this tweet. Where would this rank, like off the top of your head, not necessarily to look it up, but just in terms of single playoff game performance ever? This you would have to imagine is in the running for 1-1.
Yeah, 10 Ks, 6 scoreless with 10 Ks and 2 homers.
And he walked. He walked more. He drew more walks than he yielded.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He has 6 more total bases than allowed. Oh, is that his first 10K game as a Dodger? Damon went crazy against the Yankees in Game 7, no doubt. I don't recall him on the bump at all in that game. This has been a great Chad Patrick performance, and it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Jack shit.
I think the only hit he's given up is the the Shohei home run.
All right, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I checked Twitter. I didn't see anything. Everyone's just in such awe of what's happened. I don't think they're even concerned.
Yeah, I would assume we're going to see him at this point.
Not a nug, but if he is done, yeah, that is right. It is 10-17, 10 Ks for number 17. This Gucci may have lost his day.
Should tweet that out. Whoever came up with that should put that out there. It's magical.
Radio said he's coming back out.
Good. Bum, 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 bum,
I made that point at the time, Pat. There was no amount of money too much for Otani. You could only underpay him. Are the Brewers checked out? I think they're trying. I don't know what most lineups would look like tonight against this.
Yeah, it's a tough scene. It's tough.
Definitely earned his $2 million this year.
Let's go. Come on, Otani.
Yeah, he's got to be due up soon too, right?
That'd be cool. So he'll probably hit a third homer.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. So I can start thinking about that. He'll probably strike out 15 and hit 3 homers. Imagine. Actually, I can imagine it. It's like,
yeah, we're not super far off. We don't need a lot of things to happen to get there.
Just need a few more. Dude, I say we just go ahead and throw the stream a retweet. Oh, nice. What happened to the other 4 pitches?
That was, I think, a playback. Every once in a while, it just unclicks from the game for some reason.
Okay. Yeah. It's happened to me before too.
Yeah, that was not a TNT issue this time.
Oh, God damn it.
This guy. The lights are too bright for 17. I'm surprised he even remembers that he needs to pitch from the stretch.
Yeah, he needs to take like a few warm up pitches. Like, all right, what is this again?
I've seen this before. How do you do this? Coop, I think right now Roberts has a sneaky, very difficult job to make sure Shohei continues to be healthy enough to pitch. Outside of that, pretty easy. What WAR do we think Shohei finishes with in his career? Future WAR games? I don't even know what he's at now. You could tell me any number, I'd probably believe it. Do you know his WAR off the top of your head?
Ooh.
Shohei.
40 48.
You're in the ballpark. It's 51.5, which is outrageous.
Yeah, that is outrageous. He's so good.
So yeah, I don't know. 80? Does 80 sound fair?
Yeah, I think so, for sure. Yeah, I think 100 is going to be hard. I think if he had come over, like if he had just had a natural start to his career for his talent level, then we might be talking, because he probably missed out on, I mean, who really knows, but 15, 20 plus wins above replacement. So I think, if he had 20 from what he had right now, if he was in the 70s, then I would feel like 100 was totally viable.
He also had, like everyone in this era, 2020, which took away about 100 games from him.
Oh, that's it. Fuck. Oh, God damn it.
I know Nugs have been ruined, but I'll still tip my cap for a decent game.
Yeah. Kind of stinks, but
nothing historic, sadly.
Yeah. We'll see what we can dig up. Never say never. Let's see.
Shohei never had a 5-win season until his last year with the Angels. Oh, excuse me. That's just as a hitter. My apologies.
Yeah. Don't shortchange our guy, dude.
No, you're right. That was unbecoming of me. So just as a batter, he's already at 35.4 career WAR.
MLBtogether.com.
Well, now they've really done it. BREF combines hitting and pitching BWAR for the total, but when I was just looking at his hitting stats, and it doesn't get combined there, which is outrageous. We would have fucked up Otani. There's no doubt in my mind. But like the Angels were so perfect for him to start with because they were like, yeah, do it all.
Yeah.
I don't know that every other team, and for part of the reason he didn't sign with other teams is because they weren't going to let him do it. It is a bit revisionist history to pretend like everyone in baseball thought he was going to be good, let alone this. Yeah, he didn't steal any bags compared to last year, right? 20 to 59. 13 less doubles, too.
Nice. Part of me would like some dramatics. Part of me is just ready to tell these folks to go home. Get out of here, you bums.
I mean, I know it's not, but this really feels like the most like lopsided. I know, like by runs scored, it's not going to be. It's probably not even going to be noteworthy in that regard. But like the Brewers just have nothing, and it's like every game, it's like here is one of the 15 best starting pitchers in baseball, and here is a relief pitcher opening up the game, and it's like, yeah, like how did it? Oh my gosh, is it the man himself?
Hey, fellas.
What is up?
We're locked in on some postseason ball.
Oh my gosh, what an evening!
Yeah.
What an evening, Shohei. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about this Shohei Otani guy that's kind of had his coming out party here in the postseason?
I saw it's the 13th anniversary of the Red Sox reportedly getting a meeting with an 18-year-old Shohei Otani.
Yeah, that was just posted in the chat, actually.
Huh.
Do you feel like that was a mistake not signing him?
No, not really, but I'm glad the kid panned out is all.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, a decent number of dramatics since we logged on. I mean, we got the Cal Raleigh homer.
Yep.
We got Suarez. It's been a good night.
Yeah,
except for the Brewers.
Seattle crowd was rocking.
Yeah, it's good they finally got something.
Yeah, so Train.
Is the game over?
No, Train's World Series prediction is it before both series started. It was Jays, Dodgers, so it's kind of it's on ice right now. It's on thin ice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real sad.
Yep.
Oh well, we don't want that.
All right, yeah.
Wow. Can the Dodgers tack on some totally unnecessary insurance runs? Bum 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 bum.
He's basically like a high school hitter because he's never seen a good curveball, the scout said. He's seen fastballs and changeups, and you're asking a high school hitter to jump to the major leagues? This was after, let me double check, 14 spring training at bats for Shohei Otani when he first came over.
Did Passan write that?
That quote's from his article. He didn't say that.
Yeah. It's on.
Yeah, that's the most badass thing. It's just when it's like there's a whole rule after you.
He has to hit a third, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No offense to Francisco Lindor, but I'm glad he didn't sneak away with that MVP last season when people were making that push. That would feel so foolish in hindsight.
Well, it didn't have to be.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh
No.
my God.
No.
No. No, you didn't. Jesus Christ. That's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
I told you.
He did it. That's
tried.
unbelievable.
God.
I try
That's
to
so
tell this
cool.
guy.
It's unbelievable.
What? Everybody else is such a loser. Oh my gosh.
He's not banned.
That's so cool.
We know if he's gambling on baseball, he's certainly betting on himself. There's a lot of evidence I can point to that he is not betting on the other team's success. Here come the unnecessary runs, Jay.
Yep.
That's incredible. I don't understand.
There's nothing to understand.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, did we just witness the greatest game in postseason history?
We had that discussion when he had 2 home runs.
Yeah.
Now you're not factoring in the
like-
walk he yielded.
Yeah. I mean, if you throw 6 shutout innings with 10 strikeouts and hit 3 home runs, I don't know that there's a better game in playoff history by a single person. Like, it's going to be like the Don Larson perfect game, the Roy Halladay no-hitter, the 4 home run, the Reggie Jackson, Albert Pujols 4 home run games. Was it 4 or 3?
For who?
Either way, Shohei Otani wins.
The Pablo Sandoval 3 home run game, many are saying?
No.
If he gets up again, the Brewers they gotta hit him. They can't pitch to him. Yeah, the Brock Holt cycle, Jerry.
Oh yeah, pretty good. That's unbelievable. Yeah, and it's to win the pennant. Like, I know that they were up 3-0, but still.
Yeah, it's the least amount of like pressure imaginable to win said pennant, but
yeah,
it's still part of the note.
yeah. What? It's a commercial. If you're Mike Trout, you're definitely taking a long drag of a cigarette right now. Like, man, we had it all. We really had it all.
So
We
yeah,
had it all.
Bob Gibson hit a home run, struck out 10, and pitched a complete game of Game 7 of the '67 World Series. That's pretty good.
But not better than what Shohei just did.
No, but yes.
Judge had 1 home run in the division series, and everyone said he was the best.
MLB is having a field day with the highlights. I bet.
Yeah. What do you want him to do?
The most insane thing is happening in their sport.
Otani is the 5th player in MLB history to have 3 home runs in a pennant or World Series clinching game. Yes, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I feel good about this one. Joining Babe Ruth in 1928, Reggie Jackson in 1977, Adam Kennedy in 2002, and of course, Kike Hernandez in 2017. We found all the people you would expect to find: Babe Ruth, Reggie Jackson, Kike Hernandez.
Yeah.
then you get the guy that we were talking about earlier, the random guy that nobody ever thinks about. Adam Kennedy.
Is Otani better at baseball than any human has ever been at anything? I don't think yes, but I do think that's the conversations he's moved into. Like, comparing him to other baseball players is just not a fair fight. Comparing him to other athletes really isn't a super fair fight.
My audio is annoying. I'm not saying anything.
No, it just picks up the driving, but it's
fine.
Is that better?
yeah.
Oh, nice. Shout out Luke, Discord mod. Since the tweet, we've had 58 new members join today. Hey, hell yeah. Absolutely love hearing that. Jared
That's what
and
it's all about.
Yeah,
and
sure
Dallas.
you do.
Jared and Dallas both retweeted that tweet, so that's probably more about what's going on. But yes, we are very happy to hear it. Me in particular, because that just adds more to the army.
Yeah, that's
I saw somebody in what prompted me to tweet it out was somebody on Reddit asking for a new link because they wanted to be part of the Family Feud fund. And they specifically said that. So
it's called radicalization.
yeah, that's right. Yep. The right kind. Yep, the empire is expanding. Why do I have to see Blake Trinan? Can he just go away? I know DB loves him, but DB's not here. So I'm going to say, boo, Blake Trinan.
I thought Dallas was at least coming at some point.
Yeah, I thought so too. I didn't bother following up. I didn't feel like being a nag.
I think he said it was like starting at 7 local time for him.
I actually didn't even read the details, if I'm being honest. I
No.
just saw that it wasn't going to happen right away, and I was like, all right, that's fine.
You know what's crazy is I've been on every Just the Nuts for every game, and there have been a multitude of crying babies and little kids screaming. The chat hasn't said a fucking word. I'm in the car for 10 goddamn minutes, and everyone's like, geez, the audio. What the fuck?
That is true. That is funny.
Crazy. Hosmer had screaming kids. Dallas has had screaming kids. Nottingham has had screaming kids. I've got a little bit of wind in the car, and it's like, get this fucking guy out of here. Crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing when he homered. That's crazy. That is just so fucking crazy.
Oh, wow.
What's up?
Starts dropping a 25 piece in the chat. Told my wife I'm watching the game with the sexiest man alive. That's a fact.
Let's go. Dude, Valor. Wow. Shout him out.
Shout him the fuck out.
Thank you. Another fun night here.
That's going straight to the Jake Yazzie Coffee Fund.
That's right.
Jake,
it's going to the BID Cardigan Design Fund.
Straight to the pyramids.
Jake, book some screaming kids.
Yep. Oh, I'd love to make a BID cardigan.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we got a mat. We've generated $50 for Jake's coffee in the last 2.5 minutes.
Wow.
Shout out Blue Canary.
We appreciate you too. Thank you very much. Incredibly generous. Thank you guys both, guys or girls, very much.
Nut cardigans would go crazy.
They would.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I think this Just the Nut dynasty is just beginning, and I feel like cardigans will be a part of it at some point.
Oh,
For sure. I don't hate team uniforms. We're all in cardigans. I don't hate that one bit.
No.
And maybe it could have like a cool like pocket, and then the logo. They could have like just a little nut logo like right here on the pocket.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm also seeing like the grain of a cardigan really works well with like chestnut, walnut. Like
Yes.
I think they're not colors as much as they are nut based.
That's right. That's right. You could get some deep browns, maybe a multi-brown cardigan.
Mm.
Bathrobe. I mean, that's not terrible.
Cardigan adjacent.
Yeah. I'd rather focus on the cardigan, but bathrobe can be down the line for sure.
Yeah. After we get about 12 to 13 different nut based cardigans out there, we can talk robes. Yeah, I agree. Generational implies just this generation for Shohei. He far exceeds generational.
I am.
Shut out the cold foam too. I don't want to miss that. Yeah, real John Anthony. Jake can get some cold foam on his drink with this. All appreciated. We got $5 for Bregman's Red Sox contract. Jesus. Good grief. Watching from Ecuador, small country. We know where Ecuador is. We're familiar with Ecuador. If you were the Red Sox, who would you trade for Scooble? Brewers are on the board too. Don't want to overlook that. The Brewers are showing some fight. They have entered water country.
Water country. Have some fun.
Scooble from preliminary chats I've heard would like it starts with Meyer. They know they're not getting Anthony or anyone like that. It starts with Meyer, but then there would have to be several other like Meyer level pieces. That wouldn't be like the only big piece going back.
I would give them Casas.
Sure, I can see you doing that.
With great regret, I would give them Casas.
Jordan Hicks would be discussed.
Yeah,
much to my chagrin.
They would pain me to part with David Hamilton, but I would do it. If you must take Connor Wong to sweeten the pot, you may.
This is annoying.
I mean, Churio knows he's got a lot of nuts in his future, so he's just adding at the beginning, so you can't pretend like he wasn't always here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yelich could have a moment here. You could argue no one's ever been more due.
I'm annoyed because now the Brewers are not going to bat below 100 for the series, which was really my main focus here. They're probably still going to be – they are still going to be the worst ever in a series, but it's disappointing that we won't get sub 100 just feels ghastly.
No, I do recall.
Bum, 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 bum. Oh, what a time to break not having an RBI in 1,000 years. Yes, the Phillies would have put up a better fight against the Dodgers because there is no worse fight than what we've seen.
We would have to assume it would be slightly better at the worst.
I know. Yeah. Big ace. I might as well. Ugh.
Hello. Yes.
Great eye.
Oh.
Well,
What's that Phillies guy's name that would have fired it over the backstop?
Kirkering.
I think it's been your favorite moment of the playoffs so far.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of my favorite moment of the playoffs so far, did you hear the Matt Strom quote where Dave Dombrowski had to be like, "Yeah, that fucking idiot." Did you see
No.
the press conference? Oh, it was great.
I mean, Dombrowski
Yeah, I
seems
get.
like he's ready to move on.
Well, I think it was like Matt Strom tried to be like, yeah, that wouldn't have happened if we did PFPs in the playoffs. And then Dombrowski was like, actually, you stupid fucking idiot. We did PFPs in the playoffs. You just didn't do them. It was great. What inning is it? The
Going.
eighth?
No, we're going into the bottom. Well, bottom of the eighth. Bottom of the eighth.
Bottom of the eighth. Should I hop in the studio for the last inning?
I mean, we're not going to sign off early, so if you want to join,
No.
I gotta see the pennant clinch.
I'm gonna go in the closet for the last inning just to see them clinch. It'll okay.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, Sharon. Ace said he wants to come. He's like, I fucking love the Dodgers. He's a big front runner.
He just knows a winner.
That's part of it. I think he also just recognizes greatness when he sees it, so that's why he's privy to Shohei Otani.
Right.
But again, that's more just like front running bandwagon behavior. He knows Otani as a dog, yeah. Oh. Where'd he go?
Do people? I'm looking at this football guy quote that was put in our or tweet that was put in our chat. Do people forget who the Dodgers beat in the World Series last year? Like it wasn't some like scrappy young team.
I think they do forget. Yeah.
Like I know it was over and like the Dodgers were laughing at them the entire time they were playing them, but I don't know. Like the fact that buying 2 World Series is not exactly how. For A, they haven't won this one yet. Not saying they aren't the favorites, obviously, but it's baseball. Like they simply have to win it before I hand it to them.
Way-ho. Way-ho. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
What's the next highest payroll even left in the playoffs? Like in terms of ranking? Are the Blue Jays
Probably the
like
Jays.
12th? Yeah, no, are they even top 10? They may be. I'm not like they don't have. They're 5. It's higher
I
than
never would have
would've
guessed that.
Yeah, it's much higher than I would have guessed.
Oh, yeah, the Santander contract.
Yikes.
I think the Barrios contract, the Gosman contract.
Those aren't crazy though.
No, they're not crazy, but it adds up.
And Vladdy's wouldn't take effect until next year unless they made it for this year. Springer was a big deal when they signed him. That's a good one.
278 million on the 40 man.
It's higher than I would have guessed.
Let's see who's eating up money. Vladdy. This is not 2025 though. This is all 2026. 40 million next year. Springer 24, Gosman 23, Barrios 19, Bieber 16, but that's an option that he's going to decline probably.
Right.
Jimenez 15, Hoffman 12, Santander 11,
Yeah,
Kirk
those aren't.
8. No, it's not crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you owe us like 40 sound effects, by the way.
Water country, have some fun.
And a ground ball back up the middle, and there it is.
Here, I'll
was
do
loud,
this.
yeah.
I'll do this. Ready?
Another 2-2. It's another fastball. It's driven the other way. It's got a chance. It's a grand slam.
He's not bad anymore.
A special Grand Slam edition of the Jovi horn would be good for next year. I agree.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Otani! Wow! Up and over the roof! A majestic blast! Otani drops jaws everywhere! And it's 4-0 Dodgers! Hit the fucking horn, Jerry!
Catching up on some Jovies here.
Huge to happen quick. And they're going to be trailing in this series. Here's a high fly ball, deep left field. Did he get enough? He did! Big dumper! Big swing! Game 5 tie! Hit the fucking horn, Jerry.
I don't want to rob anyone of Jovies. Yeah,
No, they've all been
Jovies like that.
they've all been gargantuan Jovies.
Yeah.
I banged this dude.
You should play T saying your name directly after that.
Yeah.
Jared Carabras.
Lil Poppy?
Cababras.
Lil Poppy? Nah.
That would have been kind of in bad taste.
Yeah.
To have Kike just throw another homer on the pile.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fly my guy down here to do me sometimes. I like to yank on him. I'm attracted to a lot of different guys.
Dallas just be saying shit.
I mean, that's nuts baseball right there. You got to be saying shit.
Yep.
I banged this dude.
I don't even know where he was going with that.
Yeah, Dallas, pre the text earlier, said the earliest to be back was 8 Pacific, which is roughly now. So I don't know if he was planning on another 15-inning game.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Yeah, the Brewers might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Would you call this a must-win for the Brewers, Jared?
I would say it's going to be quite the uphill battle from here. Yeah. Can't lose.
Yeah, a Roki blown save for a Shohei walk-off would be real sicko. I don't hate Brewers fans. If there was a fan base I hated, I'd be rooting for that.
Does Roki have a song?
I feel like in Japan, most of the players have a song.
Roki Doki. Yeah, I don't know. Okajima, okie dokie. All right, here we go. It's time for another one. Jeez, man. I don't believe in giving up, but the Brewers should.
Yeah.
If there were ever a time.
Let's embarrass them some more. Otani had 3 homers tonight. The Brewers had 1 homer in the entire NLCS.
Jeez.
Otani had 10 strikeouts tonight as a pitcher. The Brewers' starting rotation had 7 strikeouts in the entire NLCS.
Jeez. That's actually a great nug. Not that they all aren't great, but that one really puts it in perspective.
Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it too. Appreciate it.
Bon Jovi. Gonna make it interesting here.
Nope.
2 outs away.
Let's do it. Let's wrap this up.
I'm going to be sad about no Just the Nuts tomorrow. I know. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I might just come up here and sit down in this chair and just stare at the TV. Just wait for baseball.
What time is the game Sunday, Jerry?
I think we got an 8-piece, yeah?
8P?
8PET?
You'd have to assume.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is.
Oh, yeah.
8PET. Oh.
Wow.
They're just fucking with them now. They're like, no double play here. Let's enjoy this one a little bit longer. Why not?
Like Roki he needed at least 12 pitches. This is his bullpen day. He needed double-digit pitches. We can't leave now.
No, he's got to get some work in. Not until Marlins man says it's over. Oh.
He said it's over.
Flawless victory.
That's all, folks.
And listen to this crowd.
I mean,
Sorry
this is
to
the
the
most
Brewers.
reserved pennant celebration I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, they're like embarrassed.
Yeah.
They're like,
The league's going to come down pretty hard on this, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like, let's just enjoy this then.
I mean, it's like they won a 3-gamer in August. Like they
Yeah.
they took 2 out of 3 off of someone.
That is it's tough.
They realized they just caused a lockout.
They go, whoops. Remember when the Braves just didn't re-sign Freddie Freeman?
Remember when the Red Sox traded Mookie Betts?
Yeah, like for everyone who wants to bemoan the Dodgers, a lot of other teams being fucking idiots have led to this.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be so expensive to be a Dodger fan now these days.
Yeah.
Playoff tickets, parking, you're buying fucking memorabilia every year. It's like, oh, I need the World Series t-shirt, hoodie. I need the signed 16 by 20 of the final out. It's got to be daunting. Financially burdensome.
Luckily, it's only the Dodgers, though. Like we were going right from the Red Sox parade to Tom Brady's parades.
Yeah.
Celtics would pop in with one every now and then. Like that's unbearable year-round expenses. They get it's basically their Christmas. It's like, here's all the championship gear, and then they move on.
Mm.
Listen, if you're buying DS and CS merch,
no. Like even as a Red Sox fan, like after I think in 03, I remember I bought the wild card shirt, but then after that it was I think I bought in 04 I bought the AL champions shirt because that was basically like winning the World Series.
Sure.
After the 04 AL champions shirt, I don't think I bought anything that wasn't a World Series champs shirt again.
Quick little starting rotations comparison. The Dodgers 28 and 2/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 35 Ks. The Brewers rotation 9 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 7 Ks. And the Brewers offense, to put a cap on a note I put out before the start of the game, they hit 118 in the 2025 NLCS. That is officially the worst batting average by any team in any postseason series of at least 3 games in MLB history. We witnessed historic ineptitude offensively today, folks.
I wouldn't be surprised if Shohei didn't even poop. Like if he ate such a perfect amount of nutrition, there was no waste.
Yeah. His body was like, we'll take all of this.
Yeah. We'll find a use for it.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to get the World Series stuff. If you're a fan, you don't know how long this shit lasts.
Right. Why? Someone said don't even get the World Series stuff? What is that?
No, he's saying I'm a Dodger fan. I'm done buying stuff. I'll let others have it. Like, no.
Oh, no. You've already done that.
If a team were going to neutralize them, you would have to think it'd be Seattle's rotation.
Yeah, I mean, like even in the division series, they didn't hit very well.
No, it's baseball. I mean, it's a really dumb sport. I mean, the Astros were the team before these Dodgers took off, and they lost to the Nationals. The Nationals.
Mm.
More graphics. They're like, what does LA have? The sun? I think that's right.
5 pennants in the last 9 seasons. I'd still rather be us, though. I'd still rather just like go there every now and then, but win every time, than go there all the time and lose half of them.
Yeah, they could be beginning a run though where they win them all the time though.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
That's very much on the table until proven otherwise.
It's be us, and this like might be the last time you can say it. Like this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everyone who tuned in tonight for Just the Nuts. Appreciate the Mick Man and the Nug chef himself, Justin Havens, filling in while I was out of office. We got ourselves a night off tomorrow, a hard-earned night off after however many consecutive nights just nutting with the fellas and the ladies in the chat as well. Pods. Yeah, it'll be discussed. I think the 10 is going to be Sunday.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do the 10 on Sunday. BID, I don't know. We'll have to talk with Dallas about when he's around, but
I mean,
pods are coming, and I'm excited for some World Series nutting. That'll be very fun. Jay, any final thoughts?
We've seen some crazy shit on Just the Nuts, but I think in terms of historic proportion, this is probably going to be on the short list of things we see no matter how long we do streaming. So that's kind of cool that we were here to witness it together. And yeah, congrats to the Dodgers. And I'm excited to see them get a shot at a repeat, because we have not seen a defending champ make the World Series the subsequent season since the Phillies, like over 15 years ago. So I'm pumped for this.
A defending champ, yeah.
Yeah. 08 to 09, obviously.
Yeah, the Royals made it to 2, but they only won the second one.
Yeah.
The Rangers 10 and 11
didn't win either of them.
Didn't win either. Yeah.
Yeah. The idea with they have an opportunity to repeat, and that's not something we have seen in baseball in a really, really long time. So
yeah,
that specter will be. Yeah, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but like the idea of the first repeat winner since the Yankees dynasty up against a team potentially that has never won the World Series ever. Like, you just can't, coming off of a World Series where we had Yankees Dodgers and the theater that presents, you can't beat a follow-up where it's a team that's never won against the threat of a repeat. So I'm extremely excited about what could lay ahead.
Hell yeah. Coley, any final thoughts?
No, I'm just really thrilled. I hate the Yankees so that I can enjoy Shohei. I know a lot of people hate the Dodgers right now. I don't. So I get to enjoy the greatest. Like, I thought, Barry Bonds came and went. Unbelievable. I got to watch that greatest player of all time. And then this guy appears. And he defies context. He defies words. He defies it all. So I'm thrilled I don't have to pretend to hate the Dodgers and get to just enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, I don't hate the Dodgers. I can respect greatness. I mean, that's why I like Aaron Judge, but yeah, we'll see. Should be a fun World Series when we find out who the American League participant is. We'll be back with more Just the Nuts on Monday night. Thank you guys for tuning in.